Well, hello everyone, this is Dave Strong from the Schmidt Music Saxophone Shop, and today we're going to talk about combining the major pentatonic scale and the blues scale to start forming some solos. Now, if you haven't watched the blues scale video and you haven't watched the major pentatonic video, unless you're really familiar with those scales, go back and watch those videos first, and in this video, I'm going to try to combine a solo, or make a solo that combines those two. Now, when I'm thinking about this, I can think of all the notes I have between those two scales. So I have in my key, so for alto and bari, I have the blues scale, which is G, B flat, C, C sharp, D, and F. And then I have the pentatonic scale, that major pentatonic, that's G, A, B, D, E. And I can play both of them separately. And then... But what's cool is if I can kind of integrate them together. Think of all the notes of those two scales together and overlaid on top of each other. So I have the blues scale notes and the pentatonic notes. So I'm using notes from both of those interchangeably. It might be a good idea to write out those two scales right next to each other, or even write them out kind of on top of each other. So I have the G, A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, E, F, and G. So those two scales overlaid on top of each other gives you tons of options. So again, you still have to do interesting things with the dynamics and articulation and rhythm and all that stuff, but you get a whole lot of options. So we're going to play a B-flat concert blues, and I'm going to use those two scales exclusively, and we'll see what we can do with that. All right, so as you can see, those two scales just alone give you tons of options. But the thing is, you have to be really comfortable with them. You have to know them, basically muscle memory, be able to play them in your sleep. And ideally, the goal is to be able to play them in all 12 keys. So start with your B flat, but then move to E flat and F. And really, if you can play those two scales in all 12 keys, you've got a lot of stuff under your belt that you can play. In future videos, we're going to start talking about chord change specific scales when we get into stuff that's more complicated than a blues, or even stuff that you can use over a blues, but stuff that lets us read chord changes and follow those a little more accurately. But to just start, if you've never done any improvisation and you have to play over a blues or something like that, this is going to get you a long way. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, or reach out to me on the saxophone shop at schmidtmusic.com. And if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. It does really, really help us. But otherwise, we'll see you in the next video.